Hello. We're going to a Heavensward optional dungeon, the Fractal Continuum. Music's kind of cool, huh? Okay. So, first off, I got my tank stance, duty information here, party list and stuff, minimap. Typically, when we start, you would assume you go forward, but actually in this one it's a little different. In the minimap here, you see there's nothing over here. And it looks like you can go forward, but there's like this wall. So you're actually going to go to the right side. Okay. So there are things you can step on later, but you go to the right side, and then you'll interact with this. Also make sure that you eat some food. Just if you're still leveling up and stuff. Just make sure you click on the teleporter, and you'll move over to the next area. Alright. There's a bunch of like little things throughout the dungeon that you can read, but typically if you're running this with the duty finder, people don't really wait for you to read stuff. So if you're really adamant on reading it, just know that people are likely to run ahead. For this first pack, I'm kind of like, see, I was panning my camera around looking at like these walls and stuff. At the very beginning of the cutscene, kind of saw like this head thing here, but there was like what do they call them? These tanks, these tank things, I don't know, but in the tanks sometimes along the walls there will be enemies, and so I was panning around to kind of see if there were any enemies over here, and it didn't seem like they were gonna jump down, so I kept going. There we go. Okay, so we had some enemies come from this other hallway. So, just grabbing all this. This huge tank thing makes it a little difficult to see, but there are very big AoEs here, so watch out for those. Typically with bigger enemies like this, I try to pan my camera out, but over here you can see there's like this thing in the middle of the way. There's this big like this background thing, so it's difficult to pan my camera back. Oh, there we go. Like I tried to, but see that? It kind of like, every time I move, if something is in the background of me, in the back of where my camera is, I can't get a more top view of things. So just be aware of that if you're someone who moves the camera a lot. Okay, moving on. Once we finish the ads, this door will open. Here's another little thing if you want to read that. Yeah, see there's like random stuff in the middle all the time. So you can't go this way, so we're going to go to the right side. I'm going to grab this. Oh, here's what I'm talking about. There are ads that are just on the wall that will just run down. So make sure to pick those up. Okay, these ads too. Like it looks like they're just hanging out, but then eventually they'll wake up. Okay. I noticed that this is a conjurer. It's a ranged caster, so it's not going to move much. So I move everything towards that enemy so that we can all use our AoE moves to take it down. Like the melee ones will always follow me because they need to be close to me to attack, but the ranged or casters can shoot from afar or cast from afar, so they can stand wherever. And to kind of optimize our AoEs and stuff, you want to pack them all together. Okay, another little panel you can read. So this is the first boss down. Phantom Ray. Kind of looks like Ivana, huh? Okay, this first one, Rapid Sever. is going to be the tank buster. I was going to slash a few times to make sure you mitigate for this. Okay, that one was the raid wide. And this next one, double sever. This one will do these cones on the side of the boss. Okay. And then, and you need, so what happens is there'll be cones on the side and then it'll alternate. And so, well, let's just play it out. See, it alternates. So the spot that was hit before is now clear. And then the spot that was clear before is now the new bad spot. So you want to stand along the edge of the line so that you can quickly move over. Okay. Okay, and then we get the raid wide right after. At this point, also the boss has his damage up, so he'll hit a little bit harder this time. Double sever again, but this time there are AoEs all over the ground, so you need to be mindful of these bigger cleaves, but also these smaller circles. So, see how I waited a little bit there? You get good at timing. I noticed that this came out first, right? So I kept standing in here, and so the first one went out, and then I quickly moved out of the way. And then the second, the circles go, and then the third. Okay. That really just takes experience to kind of figure out the timing. Tank buster. Another tank buster. Raid wide. Okay, double sever again. So he's very quick. As soon as it hits, I move over. Raid wide. That's basically all the mechanics. So you just gotta... Okay, he gets another damage up. You just gotta familiarize yourself with this pattern of, like, dodging and then running into the spot that was just hit. It's something that will come up a lot. Tank buster again. Another tank buster. Raid wide. This thing again. See, I'm standing like inside the hitbox because it's kind of like I don't want to run all the way out because I still want to attack the boss. And then I can just move a short distance to dodge the thing. But also as the tank, I'm thinking about how I don't want to move the boss that much, or else it makes it more difficult for everybody else, especially if they have positionals and things like that. So quickly over here, we'll show kind of how much damage we can take. Oh, wait, did I miss that? Oh, okay, I was already bleeding. Okay, so if I get hit by standing in this thing, I get 2,000. This is the cleave. 2,000, and then I get a bleed. It has the white bar above it, so you can use Asuna to cleanse that. And then if I get hit with the circles, it's about 1.5k, and I get a vulnerability up. Okay, so one gives a bleed, one gives a vulna. And so you can imagine you're constantly getting hit with those things, then you can really take a lot of damage. Let's see. I think that's basically it. Yeah, okay. Okay, this next area, we're gonna go to the left side. There's just a wall there. Oh, information we can read. kind of saw these, but then it didn't look like they were actually going to come out, so I kept moving on. Okay, so I'm going to grab these ones. This is a interesting pool because everything's kind of weaving around. Like, you know, there's like rubble all over the place, but this was the first time I was taking it and the first time I've played this dungeon in a while, so I was kind of just trying to figure out, I was like looking around, trying to see where I could go while maintaining aggro on all these guys, okay? And then I kind of said, oh, okay, this one's here, but then I also gotta grab that one. And then I'm like looking at my mini-map to make sure that everyone's with me and the enemies are following. So see, there was one that was straggling behind there, so I slowed down to grab it. And then there was like all these other ones following, and they're coming from these things back there. Okay, so you want to make sure that if you're tanking this, you're going to grab things. Okay, this for I don't know how to pronounce that. Is from like this dude, and I happened to see it blinking, so I tried to interrupt that. Now it looks like there's this other thing doing the baleful roar, and it does like this huge AoE, and our damage is going down, so you, as healer, you gotta kind of pay attention to that. I believe technically you can go further, but I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I ended up dying right here. I just died to health, you know. So, I mean, if that happens, it's okay. Like, once you get back up, make sure that if you have any mitigation, just pop it and grab the ads away from other people so they don't die. They ended up dying. I tried to keep it together. Okay, yeah, I think that like fervor attack is like the big wind attack. That's probably a raid wide. Yeah, when I started this one, I did let them know that it was my first time tanking it, so it's all good. No one was like upset or anything. This is just the way it is. So at this point we're the other two reset so that the healer didn't have to raise them, and then I would just take care of the enemies together, and then they would kind of run towards us. So let's see. I have it doing the entire pool. I'll show it after this next pack. So over here, there are these enemies over here. There's enemies here, but there's also some enemies in these like things. I didn't catch it this first time, but when I did my unsynced run, it showed up. I kept going, thinking that there might be more. But there wasn't, so I decided, well, okay, well, we're already here, so I'm just gonna park it right here. And it's a little it's not the best positioning to have it be on the stairwell. So I tried to move them a little bit, like to have them on the stairwell. It's kind of like a weird angle, and so I tried moving it back this way a little bit. It's not the best. Okay, Baleful Roar. That was a raid wide from before, I think. Okay, something slithers forth from the incubator. Okay, so that means we have more ads to deal with. And this thing didn't open, so I was like, oh, okay, I gotta go back. There's probably ads coming out somewhere. And then sure enough, they're like right here. Okay, so this is also a really bad position. I was like, oh man, I'm just on this stairwell, I gotta move. So, because like it might be hard to see, like the hitbox or things like that. Okay, Ram's voice, you want to interrupt that if you can, or stun it. Okay, so now we all got this frostbite. dragon's voice, so you want to try to stun that if you can. That'll also do big raid-wide attack. Yeah, this was kind of a messy pull, but again, these people were very nice. They were just very chill about it. But yeah, it's again, I'm saying that not to be self-deprecating, not to just be self-deprecating, but if you're new to it, it will just like even me. I make these guys. This is gonna be the full pull. I make these guys, but like, you know, when I'm learning, I still have to figure out like the situation. Oh, you know what? These are red. Maybe that's how you know that they're gonna turn into enemies. Maybe they're gonna jump out. Something slows from the incubator. Yeah. Okay, so I keep going here, right? Yeah. These are red. The bottom thingies. The light. And then when I take care of this group of ads, we're just right in this area. Check it out. Yeah, it comes from here. These ads. And then when they jump out of the thingy, the light's not glowing anymore. Okay, so that's a tell. Yeah. So if you see that they're red, the enemies are probably gonna jump out from there. Okay, let's keep going. This is the second boss. It's a minotaur. And a lot of the minotaurs in this game kind of do the same things. Okay, also here we've got these tanks. It's not red, but technically these ads can do stuff too. Okay, so bruh, now they're red. So now we know. Okay, so I'm gonna try to turn the minotaur to face north, forward, or just away from everybody. Okay, so this 11-ton swipe is the tank buster, and it can knock you back. So make sure you mitigate for that. This 111 one is circle AoE. Bruh, I don't know numbers, so what do I think about? Like, okay, this one is just like, oh, it's just me in here. Okay, and then this one, it's like, oh, it's me. And oh wait, it wants to also grab my friends, okay? Probably, like, or whoever's closest, okay? Spoilers, there's gonna be another one, and it's like, oh, it's me, and then my friend that's nearby, and then other friends who are like far away. So this is like a small swipe, and then this is a bigger one, and this is like a huge one. Okay, I don't know. Somehow, I'm sure you'll figure it out. Okay, so that second one, the 111, is the circle AoE. That will do a knockback. Alright. So, disorienting groan. This is going to be a raid wide. Also seems to knock you back. But then also it like chases people. It, like, rams into them. Also, see those pillars? This gets all up in the camera. So that move is gonna knock people back, and then the boss will just like run and charge towards them and then knock them back. So it's a whole thing. Okay, wait, this is 10 tons slash. Okay, this one is a swipe, but it's like waving its arm and standing, and it's like boosted. So you want to stand behind him because he's gonna swipe everything in the front. I don't like mechanics with numbers in them because I am just really bad with numbers. Okay, so here we go. It did this like huge slam in front, and yeah, this person took a lot of damage. Okay. 11 ton, so that's the tank buster. So, okay. Oh. Wait, this one This one is the slashing. This one's slash. It was more like it hit, so it hits the ground. Okay. Okay, and then a swipe. Swipe or no swiping? It just hits me. Okay. Okay, so this is the 4 ones, okay? This is the one where it's like all over the stage. This is where you want to interact with these incubators. And open one of these things, so then the boss, he's like, what? You know? Minotaur is drawn to the bait stench, so here's the bait, and then they end up connecting together. Okay, but then now this thing is terrified because this big monster is coming towards it. So, we need to take care of the ad. Okay. Why? Because if the Minotaur ends up eating the ad, then it'll get a buff. So 11-ton swipe, that's the tank buster. Okay. We did this pretty clean. So, okay, and this one is the circle AoE. That was clean. It was clean. Let's take a look at the other situations here. Please don't crash on me. Okay. So this one is like this bird thing. Okay. Minotaur is drawn to the bait stench. Okay. So the Minotaur is now going to feast. It's got this feast bar. If it finishes this cast bar, then it will get this buff. So this is usually where people are attacking the ad. And the ad is terrified. Frozen with fear and unable to execute actions. Okay. Alright, so the boss feasts on it, and now it's got blunt resistance up. Okay. Minotaur devours restoration. Oh, does he get healed up too? Did he? Did I attack at all before? Oh yeah, I attacked like a little bit. But then after it was done eating, yeah, its health was restored, and then also it's got this blunt resistance increase. Okay, so yeah, this is a circle AoE. So that was the bird one. Okay, they all give different buffs. Let's see, what's the next one? And you can interact with these things at any time, but the important thing that mechanically for this fight is when he's doing this 1,111 ton swing, or swipe, whichever it is, the 4 ones, that's where you really want to use this swing. That's where you really want to interact with the incubator so that he can get distracted. But also, let's take a look if you don't. Okay, so I took 12,265 damage. How much health do we have here? Yeah, see, so most people would die. See? Most people don't have over 10k health, so most people would die at this, which is why it's important to do the mechanic here. Okay. Woo! Looks like because he was able to execute that, he also, I don't know if this is a he or she, my bad, got this damage up. Okay, and I think I'm going to interact with another one. Like most interacting buttons, if you're getting hit, then it will cancel your interaction. So sometimes it's harder for the tank to get the little ads. But yeah, okay, so here he ate, what is this, like the mermaid one? Piercing resistance up, and then his health also went up. Okay, he's at 90% right now. Before that, he was at 68%. Okay, so that's why it's important that if the ads are out, If it distracted him, cool, but then you gotta take care of the ads real quick, or else you're gonna stay in this fight for a long time. Okay, and then so this last one, which is like this bird, other bird thing. Let's see. Piercing resistance is the dragon one. Oh, no, this is the one with like the face and the wings. Naga. Let's see what. Oh, I just booped it. Okay. We'll see what this one does. The Shalpti. It's at 90 health. Slashing resistance up. Okay. So it's got all these buffs now. Also its health is like fully healed back. So that's what those are. That was a lot of extra information, and probably most people don't care about that, but if you want to min-max things, that's what they do. Okay, moving on. We're going to this Allegan teleporter, and we're going to move to the next area. The next area actually is the very beginning. Beginning, we couldn't go forward here, you know? We had to turn to the right. But now we can. We step onto this red thing to activate this door, and then we go to this teleporter. Okay, so here there's this big tall thing, and tethered to it, kind of hard to see here, but there are enemies here, here, and there's a bunch over here too. So I'm going to go grab the furthest one and then run it together. Well, these came at me, so I grabbed those metal ones for sure, and I grab these here. Then take them over here. Notice that this is like purple, pink purple. Oh, bruh, violet. Okay, back here there are different colors. Violet, green, orange. When we take care of the ads, we need to interact with this control unit. So interacting with it, the chains go away, and then I can run onto this platform. But also, you see this color like dims out. So that means we have 2 more areas to do. So we run over here, jump over to this thing. I haven't tried it, but I kind of wonder, since all of this is like a circular space, like you might be able to go to the left side and do the yellow one. But I don't know. Most people in Duty Finder always just go to the right side. Okay. So similar here, we're gonna grab these ads, and more will pop up later. So just keep an eye out for that. And watch out for these little AoEs, and then, you know, whenever we see the Colossus thingy, it always does this like long AoE. Okay, these little clockwork reservoirs have these circle AoEs on there. And if you happen to step in it, it will bind you. And that's not great because of these line AoEs. You'll get hit with them. So be careful not to step in those. Okay, and then these little things pop up. These cannon whatever thingies, they will target random people. So okay, we took care of it all. So now we deal with interact with this emerald control unit. Okay, and then we can move to the next platform. I don't know if you noticed, but here, when we first get in, there's this huge mass in the middle, right? But every time we interact with the control unit, the mass like kind of shows a little bit more. Like the purple stuff's gone. And then here, after we've interacted with this green one, see, it's just the orange color now, and so you can see more of the inside. There's like a stage there. Spoilers, that's where the final fight is. Okay, last set of ads. Oh, there's a treasure coffer there if you want it. Grab all these. Watch out for these AoEs here. There's a lot of like gold and orange happening, so you might miss it, especially if you still have effects on and things like that. Not still, I mean, sometimes it's pretty cool seeing all the effects, but if you have trouble seeing the AoEs and stuff, you can limit how many effects you see. Okay, so I happen to be standing in the AoE, and so I get this thing on me. Bind. Okay. I also got stunned by one of these guys, but I got a bind, so my foot's there, so I can't move at all. And that means I can't dodge this AoE stuff. So, oh yeah, and we also have these line AoEs. So that's why it's important not to step in these. But then also, if you're a healer, notice to see if anybody has that, and you can like save them from it, like cleansing. Okay. Oh, Crimson. Before we see the cutscene, I wanted to show that. See, so these thingies target random people with the line AoE. As soon as you step in one of these circles, this thing will start, you know, attaching to you, and that's where you get the bind. And then you have this circle around you, and that means you can't move. And you can actually just wait it out. And then now this thing is attacking, right? So that's that situation. It literally just says unable to move. That's like the only thing it does. Oh, and then the ad just goes away. Okay. Okay. Final boss. Alright, so we jump on this and get to this platform here. Notice that this platform has these grid configurations. There's squares everywhere. Okay, so I'm gonna go and turn the boss around. Usual stuff. Okay, this here is the tank cleave, basically, just in the front there. Oh, unholy. Okay, so that was a raid wide. Okay, and then we got this ad here. There's another one somewhere. You want to take these ads down because they're going to change the platforms. Also, there was another hit of the tank thing. Okay. They make the platforms glow, and if you stand in the platform, some stuff will happen. Also, at the same time, the boss is going to do this move, a therochemical explosive, and it will target a random person, and then they get this aerochemical bomb on them. So ZN has it right now. Okay, it has the white bar above it, so you can cleanse it. Oh yeah. And so we're taking the ads down. They leave this thing. Tank buster, tank cleaves are kind of going out all the time. And then this is the raid wide, the unholy. tank cleave thingy. Okay. The chemical explosive again, so somebody's gonna get the bomb attached to them. Okay, this time the summoner got it. Affixed to your person and is only a matter of time before it detonates. So, yeah. You can cleanse that. Okay, for this part, oh, my allergies are acting up. No, we're almost done! For this, the educator, the boss will turn a few of the panels on the stage to glow, and basically you don't want to step in that. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's basically the mechanics we're going to see. So over here, let's take a look at what happens if we do step on it. You know, I didn't want to play it risky by actually stepping in things in that run, so I'm going to leave these ads alone for this, and so they're doing the educator something, be something, and it makes this thing glow. And then later, when the boss is the educator, it makes a bunch of them glow. Okay, so the ads make it glow, and then they walk to the next one, and then they make the next one glow. Okay, while the main boss is doing the same things, like, oh, okay. So the main boss is doing the tank cleaves, the raid wides, things like that. So if you stand in one of these glowing things, you get hit with an attack called broken glass, and then you get a vulnerability up. And the ads continue walking, making more dangerous squares. Okay, this bomb is about to blow up, so okay. How much damage did I take from the bomb? Hang on. Oh. Oh, sanctification, that was the cleave thing, okay. I didn't catch that, but I think we'll see it again. Okay, so I have the bomb again. But yeah, these ads, so once the ads are done with the row or column, they attach to the boss, and then they go away, and then the boss does this move, and then now you see there's only like a few squares that you can stand in, so that's why you want to take care of the ads. But yeah, if you stand in it, you get hit with some damage from broken glass, and then you get another vuln stack. I'm collecting a lot of vuln stacks by stepping into all of these, so it can be dangerous. The bomb is gonna blow up. Okay, here we go. It blew up. Oh yeah, that was 5,000. Oh, wait. See, the bomb's gonna blow up, right? Actually, did I take no damage from that? Oh, I dodged it. Okay, I'm just too high level, you know. I'm like level 90, so maybe that's why I'm not getting hit. But, you see, I'm taking more damage from these tank cleaves because I've got 6 vuln stacks. Okay, so does this all make sense, this stuff? Hopefully it does. We'll see it more. We'll see it more. Okay, we got this beam thing here. So this is a hidden mine, so you don't want to step in that. Got 3 ads now, and they're gonna do their thing and turn the the educator boot sequence. That's what it's called. They're gonna turn the squares into the glowing glass things. I started going over there to try to help out, but then I remembered that this does many tank cleaves, so I turned the boss back. Okay, it's doing the bomb thing again, so somebody's gonna have the bomb. The healer has the bomb on them. Okay, we also got more hidden mines here. Okay, where is the beat? They have this burn on them now. Did they? over here. Okay, DB's back there. Okay. Okay. The healer, I believe, tried to Asuna the bomb off of themselves. Okay. But it might have gone off. And then that might have been why DB got burned. Because of this explosion. Back there. I might have caught it in my thing. Let's see. But yeah, as soon as the healer lost their bomb thing, this person ended up getting burned. Okay, but here we clearly have spaces that we cannot stand in, okay, or else you'll get damaged. Okay, there's another bomb. This time it's on DB, the summoner. And the educator, so now we got a lot more spaces we can't step in, so find a clear spot. See, I try to make sure the boss is kind of like staying put. At this point the boss doesn't move, but from here the melee person can still move a bit, and I'm still able to attack too. As opposed to if I brought the boss right here, and then the melee person wouldn't be able to attack, and they'd have to cross over and try to stand in this square with me. But that possibly could have been dangerous too, you know? Okay, let's take a look. What's the situation here? Okay. So we have the raid wide. This thing, I'm gonna step in this. Okay, so if you step in one of these mines, then you get paralyzed, and you can Asuna that. Okay. I want to see if any of these bombs that get tossed out will actually attack me, because I think that's where the burn comes from. Okay, and these three dudes are walking around. Okay, so if I stand in this, I get attacked and I get a bone stack. And if I step in this, which has the glowing thing and also a mine, then, you know. Oh. I didn't get hit with the mine, because I was standing at the edge. I was standing at the edge of the mine. Here. See, I was at the edge of it. I didn't stand in it long enough for it to explode. Okay. Also the bomb does a knockback, it looks like. Wait, okay. This explodes, okay. Aether chemical explosion, okay, that's from the bomb that I stepped on. And then I got knocked back, and I got another paralyzed thing. Okay, and I'm getting hit with the tank cleaves, okay. And then the bomb goes off. Yeah, I think I dodged that again. Yeah, I dodged it again. Dang. Alright, well... Let's see if this one hits. Oh yeah, this entire time the boss is gaining damage ups. Okay. Burn me, please. I dodged it again. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure that that's how it gets the burn thing though. Also, I'm pretty sure every time this thing does educator, that's when it's... I'm being very picky right now. Okay. How did it get the damage ups? You know? Was it whenever I stepped on stuff? Look at this. I didn't have it in the other one. So is that... It's got 2 right now. Oh, it's probably from the... Oh, yeah. It's from these guys. When it, like, absorbs them, then it gets 4. Because it absorbs them. That makes sense. Okay. Let's watch the final cutscene and then get out of here. So that's also why you want to take care of those ads. So they don't take over the whole platform, but also so then the boss doesn't get damage ups. Yo, if you run it and the bomb hits you and you get burned, can you let me know? Thanks. So that was interesting. I haven't run most of these optional dungeons in a while, so yeah. It's cool kind of solving some of it, like when I run it and then while making the guide I'm also like, what's going on here? Like I hope it helps you kind of imagine what it's like to figure out the game, and then you can start doing that for yourself. And it's totally fine if you stop watching my guides because you're more experienced. That's actually what I'm going for. Okay, goodbye.